it's Ty Crandall with Credit Suite, and in this business loan broker training, we're going to dive into a couple different kind of financing, talking about 401k and securities-based financing. So when we talk about securities, we're basically giving borrowers the ability to get up to 95% financing of the value of their stocks and or bonds. So you can basically get a 5-year loan or credit line for borrowers using their stocks and bonds as collateral to be able to get the financing. Now, usually you're going to see a prime plus 2 interest rate, could be 4 6% or higher depending on prime rate. There's no FICO score requirements. Again, collateral is what's being used as the strength here. So cash flow and credit don't really matter because the collateral takes the lead as the main factor that lenders are going to scrutinize. Most stocks and securities are accepted with this kind of financing, and usually all you need is an application, a copy of the stock statement from your borrower to qualify. Now, the other nice thing about securities financing is that usually the borrower can actually keep and earn all the interest that they're currently earning on the stocks anyways. All they're really doing is leveraging the stocks in case of default. So again, if they default, then the lender goes and takes those stocks, but the borrower still has the ability to earn interest on those stocks even as they're being leveraged to get the business financing. Now, you can also use a 401k or IRA to get financing as well, and a borrower can get 100% of what's in their 401k and what is rollable. So what that means is it means whatever's not currently with an existing employer. If the 401k is already tied up with an existing employer, the employer typically will not let that borrower access that or use that. But if it's not tied up with an actual employer, then again, a borrower can get up to 100% of the value of that 401k. 5-year loan, credit lines are also sometimes available. Again, prime interest rate plus 2 is what we see, no FICO requirements, and you're also going to see no cash flow requirements here because collateral is the driving factor. The lenders typically roll in a fee of about $2,000 a lend. Again, many lenders in the space might be a little bit different, but we see this as common where a lot of the lenders in this space or a lot of the finance sources that offer this are charging a fee of about $2,000 that's rolled into the loan, and there's no prepayment penalties for rollover. So the way 401k financing ultimately works is that basically there's no tax penalties. So it's an IRS proven strategy. Somebody could tap into their 401k, use it for a multitude of different reasons, including to fund and grow a business, and do so without tax penalties. This is often also regularly used by people that are starting a business where you have multiple partners where they're all tapping into their 401k and using funds from those to get the business off the ground. That's one of the common uses that we see from this. And with 401k financing, what ultimately is happening is instead of a 401k where you're investing money into other businesses, the 401k is just being leveraged without the tax penalty to be able to invest into the actual primary borrower's business instead. And they do this through a process that the finance source walks them through. So 401k securities-based financing, really a lot of things here. They can use IRA, they can use stocks, they can use bonds, they can use 401k as leverage to get very low interest rate financing. Oftentimes rates under 5%, sometimes get credit lines, sometimes get loans. So great options for borrowers that have access to those kind of assets and want low rate financing regardless of consumer credit and regardless of cash flow. For more information on 401k and securities-based financing, make sure you visit us on YouTube, youtube.com/credit suite. Feel free to also give us a ring at 877-600-2487 by email info@creditsuite.com, and don't forget to grab your free training at creditsuite.com/loan broker.